What's going on, guys? Going through some reviews today. It's been nothing but stuff I've been excited to talk about, and this one is nothing short of it. It's actually my sin of the day at the recording of this video. This one makes me so happy, so much so that what it's similar to, I don't think I'm going to buy the original. I'm talking about Afnan's Rare Carbon. Similar to Ombre Leather and Ombre Leather Parfum. We're going to talk about it. Stay tuned. Before we dive too far into this, I would like to give a special thank you to PerfumeOnline.ca for sending this my way for review. For those of you not familiar with them, they are Canada's #1 discount site. They do have a crazy selection of fragrances available. Hard to find stuff. They have vintage. They have Middle Eastern, designer, niche. They have a little bit of everything at fantastic price points. I mean, I've gotten so much from them as of late. So once again, thank you so much to Perfume Online for sending this my way. Make sure to check them out in the link down below. So we'll take a quick look at the presentation. It is a pretty thick box. You can see here it says Rare Carbon, 100 ml Eau de Parfum. Some more information on the bottom. Afnan logo on the top. Little hologram on the side. Just random stuff. Fits in, you know, decent box. As far as the bottle, a very hefty, thick base to the glass is the name of the fragrance with the Afnan logo. Has this kind of granite look to these stick-ons. You have some fragrance info on the sticker on the bottom. Cap holds, but not the strongest thing in place. It's a hefty cap, a lot of metal filled with a little bit of plastic. Afnan logo on the top, and a wide spraying atomizer. Let's talk about this scent. So when you spray this one, it's going to be unmistakably Tom Ford's Ombre Leather at the top, but a little different, little twist. It has the violet leaf, that metallic, almost aquatic tone, freshness of the Parfum. So it smells like the opening of both because it's more leather than the Parfum. The florals don't come until later. It's not iris like in the Parfum. It's violet. There's more woodiness to this one. The violet leaf combo is a welcomed addition, I find, because there's no fruitiness here, but you get a little bit of that sweet fruity leather smell that Ombre Leather is known for. Even not quite Tuscan leather fruitiness, but a little random fruity smell. Not quite a heavy dose of raspberry or anything like that. But you're going to get a lot of rough and tumble leather at the top, but it's a fresh leather. It's a very fresh leather. And it's such an inviting smell for anybody that's a fan of leather, violet leaf, or both, because you get a heavy dose of both. The leather's actually in the top, not just in the base. And it sticks around the entire time. There's a little bit of an ambery tone as it starts to dry, but the violet leaf and violet combo doesn't really go away. It does settle into more of a floral tone after a little while. You get more of that violet smell. It becomes slightly powdery and floral. There's some rose in here, but I don't really get a rose smell. It could just be contributing to the overall floral tone of the heart of this fragrance. And like I said, it's a nice woody ambery base with some leather once you get down into the dry down. Not the most complex fragrance. It doesn't change a whole lot because the core of the fragrance is in the top and then sticks the whole way through. But this falls somewhere in between, at least for me, in between Ombre Leather and Ombre Leather Parfum because it has features of both, pieces of both scent profile. It doesn't quite completely smell like the Parfum, and it doesn't quite completely smell like the original Eau de Parfum. So, it, like I said, falls in between, very affordable. Quality's pretty damn good. Doesn't smell as cheap as it is. It's in the high 30s, low $40 range. I'll have a link down below in the description. It's fantastic. I absolutely love the way this one smells. It's nothing short of amazing to me. So much so that I went through my decants of Ombre Leather and Ombre Leather Parfum, and I was planning on getting 50 mLs of each, but that's around $300. And because of this, I'm so happy and satisfied with this, I'm not getting the originals. Now, in regards to performance, the stuff is long-lasting. It's every bit of 8 to 10 hours on my skin. Not quite a crazy beast, but a strong fragrance. Same thing goes with the sillage and the projection. Not quite a beast, but a strong fragrance. Bright, airy, heavy in the first hour and a half to 2 hours. Kind of moderate to moderate heavy type of range where it's pronounced. It's strong. People will smell you, but you're not overwhelming anyone or yourself. Same thing goes with the sillage, but more so in the moderate to mild sillage. It calms down a little bit more than you would think based on the early projection. As it settles in, still pronounced. You still get random whiffs of it. I get random whiffs through the entire lifespan of it on my skin. Just as time passes, the whiffs get weaker and weaker as time progresses. But overall, above average across the board in performance. It's not lacking, and it does not leave anything to be desired on my skin. Final thoughts on Rare Carbon from Afnan. This is one of my favorite clones that's not quite a clone, kind of a clone. You know what I mean? It's odd because it's kind of its own thing, but it smells like both versions of what it's cloning, you know? But I think it's great. I do think it's great. I've been enjoying wearing this one. I keep going back to it. I think Rare Carbon from Afnan is an 8 out of 10 fragrance. This stuff is, like I said, it's great. I really enjoy it. It's the missing leather fragrance from my collection. Because I have Bacio Immortel from Argos, which is a niche take on, on Tuscan leather. Smells very similar to Tuscan leather. It's a higher quality take on it. So I have what I believe the ultimate version of the fruity leather fragrance. Now I have the more fresh, the ultimate version in many ways of a fresh leather fragrance that kind of falls in between both versions of ombre leather, which I love both versions of ombre leather. I'm super happy to have this one. Well, that's my thoughts and feelings on Rare Carbon from Afnan. Once again, thank you so much to PerfumeOnline.ca for sending this my way so I was able to spend time with it and get a review out to you guys because I am so happy with this fragrance. Again, link down below if you want to check this one out. Like I said, this is where it came from, was PerfumeOnline.ca. Great price and fantastic fragrance. Afnan continues to impress me. They've kind of my favorite Middle Eastern brand at this point. And until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Because I do appreciate all the feedback. And I love hearing from you guys. How many of you have tried this and what do you think about it? Do you like it as much as I do? Is it just kind of mediocre for you? Love to hear your opinions. Was this review helpful? Let me know. And until next time, I will say if you get your hands on Rare Carbon from Afnan and you give it a spray now, you might end up thanking me later. Have a good one, guys.